If you watched my Hall of Fame chances video that we did a couple days ago, you would know that this is coming. This is something new I'm going to start where we are going to go on basketball reference and we are going to go through NBA seasons, NBA awards, just anything really that we want to go over and just revisit. Maybe I'll learn about if it was before my time, if it was anything, but I thought it would be appropriate to start this off with the season that I started watching basketball, the 2016-2017 season. Um if you for some reason don't know, this is the Westbrook MVP, first time averaging a triple double. um, this is Malcolm Brogdon was the rookie of the year, has a second round pick. Um, Westbrook led the league in points, Drummond led the league in rebounds, James Harden led the league in assists, and James Harden led the league in win shares. The champion, this was the first Durant year that they went against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Um, and again, this is the season I started watching. This was 11-year-old me when I started watching basketball. Um, Again, I am a Celtics fan, as you can tell behind me. Um, there's uh, this is one of my favorite seasons because it's where I started. Again, we went over some of this. The Golden State Warriors won. Um, Hassan Whiteside was the rebounding per game leader, but we'll go over stuff like that. But first, let's look at the standings. So out east, we got Boston Celtics clinching 53-29 was the best record in the Eastern Conference this year. Cleveland Cavaliers 51-31, Toronto tied with 51-31, and then Washington 49-33. Hawks, Bucks, Pacers, Bulls, Heat, Pistons, Hornets, Knicks, Magic, Sixers, and then Brooklyn Nets. Um, and then we go out west. The big dogs out west. We got Golden State 67-15. Again, first year with Durant. We got the San Antonio Spurs with Kawhi Leonard, the James Harden Rockets, Clippers, Utah, OKC, again, one of the lower seeds that won MVP in Westbrook, 7 seed Memphis, Portland, Denver, Pelicans, Mavericks, Kings, Timberwolves, Lakers, Suns. Um, if we look at the playoffs, the Western Conference first round, the LA Clippers won, or no, the Jazz won over the LA Clippers 4 games to 3. Let's check it out. Let's check out these series stats. Um, a lot of close games this whole time, close games. But before we actually do that, I want to just look at some of these teams in general. We'll go back to the playoffs, but Celtics. If I can name correctly, I believe the starting lineup was Isaiah Thomas, Avery Bradley, Jay Crowder, Amir Johnson, and Al Horford. Off the bench, we had guys like Kelly Olynyk. We had guys like Marcus Smarts that was here. Who else? Who else? Was Gerald Green? I think Gerald Green was still on this. The best 9 finger dunker we ever. Um, let's see who else I'm missing because there's definitely people. This was rookie Jalen Brown. Um, like Tyler Zeller, Ante Zizic. I bet there's a lot of people. And that's the reason I know those last two, the Kyrie Irving trade, which again we can get to, which we will revisit at some time. Coach was Brad Stevens at the time. Offensive rating 8th out of 30th. Defensive rating was 13th. Pretty good. Expected win loss 48. We ended with 53. Um, this was a good season. All right, let's see. Okay, Avery Bradley, Jalen Brown, Jay Crowder, Gerald Green, Al Horford, Demetrius Jackson, who didn't get a lot of burn in the NBA at all. Uh, yeah, 26 games over 3 years. Not great. Obviously doesn't matter too much. Again, I'm not doing this for every player, but this is the first video, so it might be kind of longer. Um, Jalen Green didn't go to college, or what did he? No, he came out of high school. Okay, that's something I didn't know. Um, something I didn't know, but Jonas Jerebko, yup. I remember him. Jordan Mickey, Terry Rozier, yes. James Young, yes. Tyler Zeller, like I said. Um, let's see. Can we see? Okay, per game. Let's look at the leader and point. Look at this, man. Fifth in MVP at 5'9", right? Yeah, 5'9", man. King in the fourth quarter. Pizza guy. That's something I don't know about, and I don't want to ask about. 60th pick, last pick in the NBA draft, and he averaged 29. 29, 6, hey, almost 3 rebounds, point 0.2 blocks. How many total blocks is that? 13 blocks on the year, man. Almost 2,200 points. All NBA second team, an all-star. 91% from the free throw line, 38% on 8.5 attempts from three. Yeah. Yep. This was great. Avery Bradley, second leading scorer, down to 16. 6 rebounds for good rebounder for a guy who's 6'1". I think 6'1", right? Let's see. 6'3". Okay. Definitely was the shortest backcourt of this time. That's per 36. What were the steals? 1.2. Okay. In 55 games. 39%. Wow. I don't remember him being a 39% three-point shooter, but then you get down here almost 40%. Jay Crowder. Yep. 14 points, 6 rebounds, about a steal as well. Who led us in rebounds? Was this just Al Horford? Al Horford and then Avery Bradley. Yep. Assists. Yep, of course. Blocks was Al Horford, Amir Johnson. And then steals was Marcus Smart in 30 minutes. Yeah. What did some other guys do? Kelly Olynyk, 35%. See, I would have thought his would be higher. Okay, Marcus Smart, always 28%. Amir Johnson, 41% from three. He did not take a lot whatsoever. This was fun. I remember this. But let's go back to some of these other teams again. Cleveland. This was the last year of Kyrie Irving. LeBron, Richard Jefferson, Kevin Love, J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert, Tristan Thompson, Channing Frye, Andrew Bogut, Chris Anderson, Blinn College. I have never heard of Blinn College. That's because only 2 players have ever come out of there. I don't even know where that's supposed to be, but what were they? 26, 8, and 8. Oh, man. And then 25, Kevin Love, 19 and 11. Oh man. Oh man, this was a fun team, man. Kyrie Irving was my favorite player at this point. And it was just such a coincidence that he ended up getting traded to my favorite team at the end of the season. Let's go back and look at some of these others. I want to see the Spurs team, 61 wins. This was Kawhi, LaMarcus, Manu, Powell, Tony Parker here. Yep, Tony Parker. Rookie DeJounte Murray. Yep. Patty Mills, Danny Green. Wow, they had a Davis Bertans as a rookie. Joel Anthony, Kyle Anderson in a year 2. Wow. Look at this bad loss. They lost. Oh, I guess that's not as bad of a loss, but yeah, Kawhi I think was like 27 or something. 25, 6, 3, 2, almost 2 steals, third in MVP, third in Defensive Player of the Year, NBA first team, defensive first team, All-Star. Such a great year for Kawhi, man. 38% from three, 53% from the two-pointers. Such a great year, man. And look at the foul. He averaged more steals than fouls, man. That's great. It's so good to see. I wish we could get that Kawhi back all the time. Again, let's look at this Golden State team. Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala, Klay Thompson somewhere, JaVale McGee, Patrick McCaw, three-time champion, Sean Livingston, rookie year Kevon Looney. Man, Matt Barnes was even here. They lost their first game of the season to San Antonio, then to LA. Wow. Memphis, they got beat pretty bad. Denver, they got beat pretty bad. Wow. See what the averages were for here. 25 and 25, 22, then 10. The ultimate, role player, 10, 7, and 8. First, this was Draymond's Defensive Player of the Year, all defensive first team, all NBA third team. Iguodala, one of the best bench players. This team was loaded. And the last team I really want to look at the top at least, James Harden, and the Rockets. Second best offensive rating, 18th defensive rating. Was this the Chris Paul? This was not the Chris Paul year, right? This was like the year that they took Golden State to 7. I think it's I think that's 2018 that they did that. But James Harden, Eric Gordon, Sam Decker, Mr. Fall on His Face, Clint Capella, Corey Brewer, Patrick Beverly, Trevor Ariza, Lou Will, man. I think this guy shot his free throws underhanded. I think this is the guy I'm talking about. But Nene, Montrezl Harrell. Look at all the Clipper bench players at one time, man. Beverly, Montrezl Harrell, and Lou Will all on this team. This is the year he averaged 30, right? Oh, no, 29 and 11. 29, 11, and 8. Second in MVP, all NBA first team. Sixth man of the year, Eric Gordon. Yep. Defensive first team for Patrick Beverly. Look at that, man. Look at that. Man, led the league in free throws attempted, assists, and turnovers. Great season, and that's probably not even his best or second best season. But I think it would be criminal not to look at who are on these bottom feeder teams. This is like I think last year of Brook Lopez. Let's see, 28th offensive, 23rd defensive. Quincy Acey, a dog, man. Quincy Acey did not have some high the best looking averages, but man, he was a dog. He was like the 6'7". It says power forward center. That man was a power forward center, if that. He's only 34, which is surprising to me, but didn't have the longest NBA career. He never averaged over 6 points, 4 rebounds, man. Quincy Acey was a dog. Spencer Dinwiddie, young Spencer Dinwiddie, young Bogdanovich, Trevor Booker, one of the most insane shots I've ever seen. Young Joe Harris, young Rondé Hollis Jefferson, young Karis LeVert, Jeremy Lin out of Harvard. Here's Brook Lopez, all-time leading scorer. Louis Scola and Andrew Nicholson. Isaiah Whitehead. Let's see what Brook Lopez, 20. Brook. Brook Lopez was the starting center on an NBA team. He didn't even lead the league. He was third in. This is still true to this day. Sure, he's not doing this anymore, but he's still doing this. And that's insane to me. I mean, half a steal, almost 2 blocks. 34% from 3. Yeah. All right. That team really wasn't that good. They had some intriguing players. Phoenix Suns, this is like second year Devin Booker or third year Devin Booker. Leandro Barbosa, Bledsoe, uh, fourth overall pick in this 2016 draft, I believe. Dragon Bender, old Tyson Chandler, Jared Dudley, man, Derek Jones as a rookie, I believe an undrafted rookie, right? Yeah, was not drafted. Ended up to be one of the better role players of current NBA. Alex Len, who's rotting on the Lakers bench. PJ Tucker, who's rotting on the Knicks bench. TJ Warren, who. What is TJ Warren doing nowadays? Oh, he played last season? Huh. Hasn't played at all this year. He's not on a team, right? Doesn't look like it. Bubble, that man in the bubble was crazy. Elijah Millsap, Brandon Knight. Yeah, this is a bad team too. And then let's look. We got the Lakers. This is like rookie year Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, Josh Hart's in the 2017 draft, I think. But like D'Lo, well, yeah, we got this was Magic Johnson as an executive, 30th defensive rating. Yeah, well, wait to Tariq Black, yep, 6'9" center. Corey Brewer, Jose Calderon, Jordan Clarkson, yep, Luol Deng, Marcelo Huertas, Brandon Ingram, Timothy Mozgov, Look, I mean, it is really insane how many like good role players or even above role players that the Lakers drafted in their time. I mean, even Lonzo, who's in this next draft and stuff like that, but like Zubac, Nick Young was good for some time. I mean, Ron Artest wasn't drafted by them, and Nick Young wasn't drafted by them either. But like D'Lo, Julius Randle, Larry Nance, Brandon Ingram, Jordan Clarkson, this team, man, you put this team in their primes, everyone in their primes. I mean, Jordan Clarkson's almost a 20-point per game scorer. Brandon Ingram is a 24-point per game scorer. Larry Nance is one of the better backup bigs currently. Julius Randle, all NBA player, all-star D'Lo, sixth man of the year, Lou Will. I mean, almost MIP this year for Zubac. Yeah, but look at all these losses, man. It's a lot of losses. It's a lot of losses. But we're not going to go through every team because that would take so long. But like DeRozan, John Wall, like Dennis Schroeder right here, young Giannis. Pacers is like Paul George. This is like Dwayne Wade and Rondo Bulls, which we'll get into them because they faced my Celtics in the first round. But again, let's go back to this. Utah Clippers. Let's look at this series. This is like Gordon Hayward, right? Yep, Gordon Hayward averaged 24, 7, 3. Shot 45% from 3 in 7 games. Wow. 7, yeah, that's good. George Hill's on this team. They had nobody passing the ball. Wow. Joe Ingles, man, averaging the most assists is like a small forward. Rudy Gobert, yeah. Rudy, where he played, but how many minutes? 100 minutes. Didn't do too much. 8.7 rebounds. Stealing a block. Say what you want, but then Clippers. This is Chris Paul 25-10. Chris Paul, man, 37% from 3. DeAndre Jordan was 15 and 14. Was Blake Griffin hurt? Blake Griffin, did he get hurt in this series? He had to have. Because 3 games, he had to have gotten hurt. Which is something I don't remember. Oh, Paul Pierce, man. Again, only 100 minutes, but all right. And these were some close games. Game 7 was the biggest win that the any team had. But Utah advanced. Let's check out some of these other series. We got like Spurs over Grizzlies. I don't remember this going 6. I remember it going 5 because this is like Mike Conley, Marcus Saul. Is Zach Randolph still here? But let's see. I don't know. Spurs blew them out. Spurs didn't blow them out, but won. And then Memphis comes back 2 games in a row. San Antonio wins. And then Spurs win. All right. Kawhi averaged 31, 6, and 4, 48% from 3 on almost 30 attempts. Wow, 55%. Whoa, Tony Parker, old man Tony Parker, 16. Aldridge, 15. This was an old team, man. Say what you want. This was an old team. Manu down here. Again, only played 90 minutes, but man, 2 points. DeJounte barely played. Memphis. Look at Mike Conley, man. 25 and 7, almost 2 steals, 45% from 3, 20%, 20 points from Marcus Saul, Zach Randolph, Vince Carter, yep. JaMychal Green. A lot of these guys I'm not too familiar with. Like I know names of Troy Daniels and James Ennis, but don't know too much about them. But I don't remember that going 6. But all right, Houston over Oklahoma City. I don't remember a lot about this series either. Houston blew them out. Houston won by 4. OKC won, which on what might have been a game winner. But man, I mean, look at these points. Look at this. Harden 37 points. Westbrook 51 in game 2. Harden 44 in game 3. Westbrook 35 and then 47. Man, I bet that was such a fun series. If I remember it, I wish I could. But Harden 33, 6, and 7. 24%. He shot 53. He's only made 12 in the whole series. Again, only 5 games, but Lou Will 19. Patrick Beverly almost 2 steals. Clint Capella, yep. This was the last year I think before they went small ball, or maybe it's the next year, but Westbrook. Russell Westbrook, man, one of the greatest seasons. Look at the 37, 11, and 11, basically. That is insane, man. 2.5 steals. I mean, look at. Oh, man, I should have looked at this OKC team. Andre Roberson. If you do not know who this man is, let me show you something. Not very long career, 7-year career. OKC mainly, in a few games with Brooklyn. Look at these. No, okay, so field goal percentage, sure, not the worst. I mean, these last 2 years are wow. Look at this 3-point percentage 12, 21, 22, 24, 31, 24, 15. And he played, man, 30 minutes, 26 minutes, 22 minutes. He just couldn't do anything offensively. But man, don't you sleep on that defense. I mean, I don't know if you saw those numbers before I went away. 2.5 steals, 3.5 blocks. And again, how tall is 6'5", 6'7"? 3.5 blocks in 5 games. He had 17 blocks, which Steven Adams was the closest with 9. That's insane, man. But again, 14% from the free throw line. I'm sorry, last time I go to him, what were his free throw numbers? Okay, 70, then 47, 61, 42, 31. Now, granted, he's not taking a lot because he's not doing anything offensively, but man, that's rough. That's really rough. I should go back. Oh, look at young Sabonis. Ennis Canner or Ennis Freedom, I guess. Doug McDermott. I might need to go back and watch that series eventually, see if I can find it on the NBA website. And then Golden State over Portland. We can imagine how this went. We can imagine how this went. Blowout, pretty much blowout. Not a blowout, but then another blowout. Yeah. 30 from Curry. KD again must have got hurt because 21, only 2 games played. Dame 28, CJ 22. Yeah. Evan Turner, yeah. Yusuf Nurkic, man. All right, that's all our Western series. Let's go to our Eastern Conference first round. Washington over Atlanta. Is this like Dwight Howard Atlanta? That would be crazy. But anyway, John Wall almost 30 and 10, 2 steals, man. This was prime John Wall, man. 48% from 3 on almost 20 attempts. Wow, look at that, man. Even Bradley Beal 26. Didn't shoot great from 3 this year. Didn't shoot great at all, honestly, but John Wall got them. Dennis Schroeder, 20. Wow, Dennis 25 and 8 in the series. Paul Millsap, 24. This is the Dwight Howard year, 8, 10. Come on, man. We couldn't even get a block in this series per game. Interesting stuff, man. All right, Raptors, Bucks. This was Raptors. Yeah, you see the game totals here. Super low scoring game there. Let's see what we got. DeMar 24, 5. Kyle Lowry 14 and 5. This looked like a pretty well-rounded performance. Look at that. 8% from 3. 8% from 3, DeMar. 1 for 12. Wow. Young Fred VanVleet. This is rookie Fred VanVleet, isn't it? I think so. Giannis averaged 25, 9, 2 steals and almost 2 blocks. Cash Money Chris 14, 4 and 5, 2 steals as well. We got Moose, Greg Monroe, Malcolm Brogdon, old Jason Terry. And then what do we have next? We got Cleveland, Indiana, a sweep, 1-point win, 6-point win, 5-point win, close series. LeBron 33 and 10 and 9, 3 steals and 2 blocks. Wow. Even Kyrie 25. Wow. I mean, look at 45% from 3, man. I mean, Kyrie 22, but like Kevin Love 15, 41%. Channing Frye was on a heater this series, man. Even old Darren Williams. This team had some players, man. And then Paul George did what he could. 28, 9 and 7, 2 steals. Shot pretty wow, look at this. This is rare. Field goal percentage was 38, but 3-point percentage was 43. He was making the threes, but he was not making anything else, which is interesting. You don't see that too much. Jeff Teague, Lance Stephenson, yes, yeah. Jeff Teague had a pretty good series too. 17 and 6 on 53% from 3, man. Did his thing. Monte Ellis, Kevin Seraphin, yeah. All right. And then last first round matchup we've got. This series was, man, the Celtics were down 0-2. Now, granted, Rajon Rondo got hurt, but we came back from down 0-2, which is what I need my Celtics to do again this year to the damn Knicks. But look at this. I mean, 4-point loss, big loss for sure. But then boom, Celtics, boom, Celtics, boom, Celtics, Boom, Celtics, man. Not crazy. We didn't see really any crazy scoring performances here. Um, which is Isaiah Thomas's that might be the next series actually. But let's see. Isaiah 23, 4 and 6. Didn't shoot great from three. Avery Bradley had a good series. Al Horford, Jalen Brown didn't play, only got 30 minutes. Yeah, Jalen Brown wasn't very good his rookie year. Won't lie. Jimmy Butler, 23, 7 and 4. Dwayne Wade, 15. But where is it? Rajon Rondo, 2 games, 11, 10, 3.5 steals in 2 games, man. Oh, man, Rajon Rondo. Cristiano Felicio. This is a tangent, but do you want to see this man, his stats? Now, this is a 6'11" center who started, I'm pretty sure. No, he didn't really start, but he played. Look at these blocks numbers: 0. 0.4, 0. 0.3, 0.2, 0.1, 0.1. I mean, I bet even if we went down to like career high 3 blocks, man, 3 total blocks. He had like that's bad. In 66 games, you got 17 blocks. In 55 games, you got 11. In 60 games, you got 7 blocks. I mean, you could go per 36 and take out this year where he didn't play a lot. 0.6, 0.4, 0.3. I'm never mind. Let me not go in on Cristiano Felicio. But man, I mean, Bobby Portis was here. Denzel Valentine campaign. Thankfully the Celtics ended up winning that. But let's go back. Now let's look at the semifinals. We had San Antonio over Houston. Look, you can see all the point totals. No really close games except for game 5. Trevor Ariza leading the game in scoring. Look at that. But Kawhi, another 24, 10, and 6. 45% from 3. This was a great playoff run by Kawhi. Jonathan Simmons. Wow, man. Jonathan Simmons, 8 points. When was the last time he played for Philly? I kind of remember that. I do remember him with the Ben Simmons Sixers, but wow, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. DeJounte got a little bit more minutes this series, but Harden 24 didn't have the greatest series. That's probably why they lost, because nobody else was doing anything. But they just seem like a fun playoffs to be a part of. And again, I remember the Celtics part of it, but I don't remember all the other things. But Golden State over Utah, second round in a row that the Golden State Warriors swept. Games weren't even close. Games weren't close. I don't think a game wasn't within 10 points. Game wasn't within 10 points. Durant's back. They both average the same amount of points. That's kind of weird, but hey, they did it. Yeah, the Durant hasn't had to really lock in yet. Again, hurt in the first round, not too much else to do. Utah, Gordon Hayward, he tried, but let's be honest, he wasn't doing nothing versus that team. What next? We got some Cleveland over Toronto. LeBron had a game winner. It was either game 1 or game 4. LeBron had is it the floater maybe? I think. Or no. Oh, what am I thinking about? Maybe he didn't. I thought this was when he had a game winner on them. Huh. All right. Never mind. LeBron 36, 8 and 5, 22 for Kyrie, 12. It just looked like this was the LeBron series for sure. For sure. DeMar 20. Yeah. His team didn't have a lot of scoring punch to them, huh? They could take Norman Powell from this year. I bet they would like that. Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam. And then the last Eastern Conference semifinals series. This was such a good series, man. And the game that I was talking about, where is it? Right here. Isaiah Thomas. Let me, you know what? Let's look at this. This was not an overtime game. I don't believe. Yeah, no, this was not an overtime game. John Wall had 40 and 13. He did his thing, but you go down to this Boston Celtics, man. Isaiah Thomas, 53 points, 12 for 13 from the free throw line, 5 for 12, but 18 for 33. This is the game where, if you do not know, Isaiah Thomas's sister died in a car crash, and he ended up playing. This was either the same night, like later in the night, or the day after he found out, and he opted to play, and he did this and honored it for his younger sister who had died. But great series. John Wall was nuclear from what I remember this. He had 25 and 10. Game 6, I believe game 6. Yeah, game 6, I believe. John Wall had a go ahead 3 to push them ahead and get us to game 7. Is this the Kelly Oubre and Kelly Olynyk stuff? Is Kelly Oubre on this team? He is. Kelly Oubre 6 games where Kelly Olynyk I think popped his shoulder out. Yeah, I remember. I remember hearing all about that. But now we get to the conference finals where um you know we knew that some of the teams that were going to make it through. And again, the conference finals, Golden State swept San Antonio. Was this when Kawhi went down? I think. I don't know. Curry 31, Durant 28, 7. 12 from Draymond, 11. Not a great series from Clay. Not a great. Didn't take a lot of shots, huh? But is this the Kawhi? This is the Kawhi stuff. Man, this is the Kawhi stuff with Zaza. Yeah, LaMarcus 15, 50. Yeah, you're not winning against that team without Kawhi. That's rough. Rough way to end it. And then Cleveland over Boston. You would think I was so upset when we ended up losing, or no. I would mean I was upset when we lost this too, but the next year when we lost in 7 with young Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, I was so upset. More upset than I was this year. But blowout. Like look at it. 46 point or 44, sorry, can't count. Not 44. What is that? That is 44. Avery Bradley was the hero of this game, man. He hit a 3 with like 0.1 seconds left, and it was great, man. I'm recording this as the Timberwolves game happened. Timberwolves have tied up the series 117 to 93. No Curry. Big problem. Kuminga had 18. Leading scorer for the Warriors. The man that Steve Kerr doesn't even like to play. Ain't that crazy how you give the man minutes and he comes your leading scorer? Granted, in a big bad loss, but I mean, Julius Randle 24, 7, and 11. Anthony Edwards on a great again, not a great game. Nickeil Alexander Walker, but that's interesting. Tangent, but we're back again. Avery Bradley hit a 3 to win us this game, but again, wasn't really a close series. LeBron 36, 7, Kyrie 25, Kevin Love 22 and 12, Tristan Thompson. Yeah. Isaiah Thomas. Oh, I don't remember Isaiah Thomas getting hurt in this series. Oh, is this the hip? This is the hip, I think. That is why we pretty much ultimately ended up trading him for Kyrie Irving. But Avery Bradley, 19, man. Jay Crowder, 14. Yeah. Yeah. And that was the end of the Celtics season. But we got to look at the finals. 4-1. The Warriors didn't sweep at all. They won 16-1, but because the Cavs decided to have a nuclear scoring game, but where Kyrie had 40. Look at the man. I might have to go rewatch this series again because look at it. 35 from Kate, 35 and 8, 27 and 9. It's pretty clear why somebody won Finals MVP, man. If you know what I'm saying. Clay 16, 42% from three. Yeah. Durant 47%, man. Wow. And then LeBron 33, 12, and 10. Kyrie 30. Kevin Love, he tried, man. But ultimately, I think that's pretty much all we had to look at from that season. Again, this is something that we are going to do. I'm not saying every day or even regularly, but we're gonna do it. And again, this can just be about a player's career. I just want to use it to either reminisce on the seasons that I have been a part of, which is anything from this season and on, or learn about some older eras players that have maybe I don't know too much about. But I thought this was a perfect place to start it off. Let me know if you like this. Again, if this isn't something that is great, then we probably won't do it often or at all. But it's something I wanted to try and do, and we're gonna this is where it ends. Again, we can do current seasons, seasons from 3 years ago, or we could do seasons from 30 years ago. I'm down. I'm down for it all. But um, let me know below if if you like this and what other players or seasons we should look at in the future.